Okay, there we have it. That was Yoon Chan, Presidential Secretary, reporting on the latest from the summit that's been taking place in North Korea. He said the Koreas are starting peace again and touting the wave of positive reaction from international governments around the world to the successes of the summit up there north of the border. But let's get the latest reaction to that briefing from that very Dongdaemun Design Plaza where Mr. Yoon was just speaking, from our Blue House correspondent Shin Se-min. Give us the latest on the briefing and any more information you might have.
Mark, let me start off with some of the rundown that the Chief Presidential Secretary Yoon Chan just gave to the press here at the main press center. First off, he said that President Moon had arrived at the Samjiyon Airport at 8:20 after having departed from the Pyeongyang International Airport an hour before. And he left for the Changunbong Peak at 8:30 this morning. Again, a place just 10 minutes out from the Baekdusan Mountains, Lake Cheonji. And after a stroll at the mountain, the president will arrive here in South Korea this afternoon, although we do not have the exact time of when he will be landing here in Seoul. And the presidential chief secretary also opened up the possibility of President Moon making his own trip to here at the main press center following his the arrival in Seoul for the results of the summit that he may be delivering to the press here, all set up here at the main press center. And also some of the latest development with regional players, the presidential chief secretary said. The officials at the top office did say that those in Washington have agreed that the inter-Korean summit in Pyongyang had made a progress, with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo saying that he is already working on holding stalled talks with North Korean officials. And the top office official also said that the U.S. president had requested to meet with North Korea's foreign minister Lee Yong-ho on the sidelines of the UN Security Council taking place in New York over next week, that is. And the chief presidential official also said that President Moon, once he arrives in Seoul this week, will be heading to New York this weekend for his attendance at UN General Assembly as well, in which he will have a sideline talks with U.S. President Donald Trump on the results and the future talks of denuclearization that he had with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un this week. Mark?